Well, here we are, South Fork, where the cabins got hit. That's Bruce's cabin over there, the one that Pete and I were working, digging him out, Robinson's cabin. I met the son here and he's digging out, but this was the issue. That's the South Fork. There's the bridge. But the river forked, swung real wide, and as you can see, just started eating this bank. They was going to eventually get to their cabin. They just put this riprap in. They finally shored this up. This was all collapsing right here. They, you can see where they've backfilled it, put in some asphalt here, so I guess they can get down into the drainage there. Let you look around here. That's where that, up there on the other side, there's a cabin. I guess that's where that Russian guy was coming down every day. We don't know if he was drunk or just a bully, but he would come down and try and pick fights. You know, you shouldn't be here. What are you doing here? Bruce told us about him. Bruce got real mad one day. I thought they were going to fight. We just told the guy, I said, hey, you're trespassing. Get off. Get out of here. But he came down. He went after Pete. Pete's a big boy. Pete told him the same thing. Shut up and get out of here. We're working. He just would come down. I guess he's bored. And we think he was Russian or Eastern European the way he talked. But he wasn't cussing, but he was just real belligerent. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. But you can see that those are the ponderosa pines that come floating down there. I mean, that's it. The cabin over there was the ones that got wiped out. I'm trying to think of his name that I brought in here when the closure was up. And he went down and looked in the creek. He found some stuff. He was cabin 45. I want to say Andy. Oh, I feel bad now because I can't remember his name. But he was able to recover some stuff. His dad had the cabin there, and his dad was too ill. He'd had an operation or something, couldn't come up here. So Andy came down from the son, I can't remember his name, from Utah. And he saw my post, and he asked if I could bring him in here. Back then, they were really giving even the residents a hard time. I knew a lot of the cops and Caltrans, or yeah, it was Caltrans, they let me bring him in. They turned the son of this cabin away, and he was a cop. I wonder if that's Keith. I've been wanting to talk to Keith. Is that Keith? Keith has a cabin over there. He's kind of like the boss guy. That road there was, let's see, how does this go? That's Seven Oaks Road that would go down through the cabins here. That road now, you can't go down past the cabins. It's washed out. Keith's cabin had the tree fall on it. If you remember that, Pete went down and helped him dig out like the day or two after. We helped the guy down here on the other side. Actually, Pete got in trouble. He got in the creek, and the cabin over here, well, that's the one about to fall in. I don't know if you can see that down there. That's the one on the other side of the creek that's about to fall in. It's on the other side, but there's another cabin down past this one on this side. The creek forked over here and was out of channel and was going to knock his shed down and was going to get his house. Pete went down in the creek and dammed up the fork that was going to destroy his cabin. Well, I guess forestry saw it. And anytime you alter a stream, they freak out. They came up and talked to him, and they said it was, you know, Pete just told me it was exigent circumstances. We had to save his house or his cabin. And they looked at it, and Pete had his Kubota down in the actual channel. He was moving rocks around. But they blessed it, said it was okay, and he saved that guy's cabin. It was a real old, I think it was the first cabin built in here. The surveyor guy, or the guy who originally set these cabins up, it was his original cabin. If you look at my videos, I've got videos of that cabin. It's a beautiful cabin. It's a shame. That one's about to fall in. I think it's red tagged. Was it Sam? Sam's cabin is gone, and so is the one that would have been somewhere about right here. 44. Sam's was 45. Completely gone. That one almost. The river was going to get it down there, and then the fork swung back. That one, my engineer buddy said, can be shored up, and I don't know if the forestry's not going to let them rebuild. Sam said that's it. They're not going to let him rebuild. It's so sad. His dad had that cabin for his whole lifetime up here. These are forestry lease. The only problem is you can't live in them all year. and they got rules on, you know, how you can paint them or what you can do, and you can't do really like any big additions. And it's a forestry lease. Usually they're passed down to family because they're so desirable. Here it's a little rough. They got power? I don't know if they got power here. I don't think they do. But they'll have septic. I've got ATT still here. It's a little sketchy, but Verizon's a no-go. Verizon sold the towers in here to ATT over here on the East Highway 38 side. So look at there's Sugarloaf. Beautiful day up here. Thanks for watching. That's the update from South Fork. South Fork Campground is going to be closed. They have damage on the backside. I don't know if that's going to open this year or not. I'll have to ask around, ask Bob or somebody.